What's up, guys? Michael and Ray from AchievementHunter.com. And Ray, this is a very super special. This is Resident Evil 6.
Oh, this isn't Bestiality 6?
Bestiality 6. No, title screen aside, don't worry about that 6. There's nothing going on.
It's not Bestiality. I'm out.
Yeah. No. Well, no, Ray, stay. It's
okay,
good.
I'm back. All right,
I'll
stay.
So Resident Evil 6, hotly, highly, and very much so anticipated game. Some mixed reviews to Resident Evil 6. Personally, I played it. I was a bit worried, being a Resident Evil fan myself.
Yep.
I have found nothing but joy in this game.
I played the demo for 15 minutes. I liked it. I have the game. I haven't played it yet, but I'm very excited.
I think the common complaint in this game is there's too much action. Or the common complaint, I should say, amongst like Resident Evil fans is it's too much action. It's not enough Resident Evil going on. Like 5 had that a little bit too, as far as like more machine guns. And
is there any horror in this game anymore? Or is it just a third-person shooter at this point?
I will say this: there, to me, was more horror in 2 hours of this game than all of Resident Evil 5. Like the Leon campaigns. So what it is there's 3 separate campaigns. You start the game as a prologue, and there's like a little story, and then after that, you get to choose which campaign you want to play. And all of them intersect, so you end up like running into each other, and I'm sure there's some sort of like grand ending. And then I know there's a 4th campaign that you unlock after you complete the game. But each campaign has a different character, and each character kind of has a different play style. So it's almost like 3 slightly different games inside one game.
Yeah, it's Leon, Chris, and
Jake.
The Snake Roberts.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Leon's plays very similar, or not very, but the most similar to Resident Evil 4. And the biggest difference with Leon is the enemy types, because there's 2 basic kind of enemies in this game. There's zombies, which are like traditional, I'm gonna get you, bite you, grab you, throw shit at you zombies. And then there's the Yavo, which are more like psychotic people with like 7 eyeballs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So they'll run at you and they'll use machine guns and stuff like that. And a lot of people, I guess, like I said, that's the big complaint. But to me, I found a perfect balance of action. There's horror. The story's good. The acting's really good. The game looks amazing. The graphics are incredible.
Playing it for 15 minutes, you could definitely tell this game is very pretty.
The full game is co-op. The whole thing, start to finish, is co-op, online and split screen, I believe.
Yeah, System Link also,
which
all
is
that stuff.
Awesome. The item system is kind of redesigned. It's different from 5, and I think in a better way.
I thought it was best in 4.
Yeah, 4 I agree was
4
the best with the attaché case. I love saying the word attaché too.
I say attaché.
Attaché case.
Yeah.
Attaché. But in 6, it's kind of like you have your up and down is your like secondary weapons. If you or your secondary items, if you hit up and down on the D-pad, you'll cycle through like healing,
grenades,
flash grenades, bombs, stuff like that. And left and right is your weapons. So it's like gun, machine gun, knife, whatever. So you don't have to ever stop to like in 5, you had to assign your guns to like either left D-pad or right D-pad or something. Or if you didn't have health assigned and you needed it in a pinch, you were fucked. The way the health works in this game is you collect green herbs and first aid sprays and stuff like that. And a first aid spray you'll use the same as like if you hit down, that's one of the items is a first aid spray. But the herbs, everything is based on like 1 health now. You have like a slotted number of health bars. So 1 green herb heals 1 health. But it still works like if you combine 2 green herbs, that gets you 3 heals.
Is green and red still like max?
Right. If you combine 1 green red and 1 green, did I say green red?
Yeah.
If you combine a green herb and a red herb, you get 6
you
like
get
health
bread.
uses. You get you get 6 health uses. Nice, Gavin. Fucking turn your phone off, you piece of shit. But anyway, so when you make the health, what you do is you then put it like in your inventory, which all it does is really mean you like deposit it, and that basically stores it into your right bumper. So anytime you hit right bumper, you heal 1 health. But you can hit it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and he'll like shake a bottle of like 5 pills and eat them, and you'll get 5
So that's
health
what they are
back.
in this game? Because in 4, they were like, they were just, was it vials? Or was
4,
that in 5?
4 they were plants.
4 they were plants.
And they combine, when you combine them, they turned into vials. 5, they were straight vials. And then here, they're just herbs. And then when you combine them, they go back to being like powder on a piece of paper, more like the original Resident Evils, like 1, 2, and 3.
So it's like you snort it.
Yeah,
like,
you just
health.
like, I'm feeling better.
And then you got a nosebleed. It's weird. But
Yeah.
you got your health back.
But on to some achievements.
Do it.
Ray. We have the standard lifesaver, help, or rescue your partner 10 times.
You always have a co-op partner.
You always
with
have a co-op partner. I'm playing on amateur just to run through the first chapters, just to get footage for all 3 characters. And I'll say this, my partner hasn't gone down 1 time. I'm assuming the difference between help and rescue is help is like if they get grabbed, you can run over and hit B and like melee
rescue
someone in
is
the
if they're
face.
dying.
And rescues are like if they're dead on the ground. So pick them up. I'm sure that's super easy to get. Bob and Weave, counter an enemy's attack 3 times in a row. This is especially in like the Leon's campaign. Again, I'm assuming you could do this in most, but Leon's campaign, again, there's zombies, so they have just like bottles and knives and shit like that. So what you do is you wait till they swing it at you, and right before they hit you, you hit the right trigger, which is now the melee button, by the way. There's there's melee attacks.
Dedicated melee.
Separate from your knife. You can now just like punch and kick people, and you have like a stamina bar for it and shit like that. But anyway, you melee right as the thing's about to hit you, and you'll actually grab the weapon from him and then kill the guy with the item that he used.
That's
You'll
awesome.
like break the bottle over his head and fuck him up. We have Zombie Massacre and Yavo Genocide, your standard kill 500 of one, 500 of the other. Like I said, pretty much all the zombies I've seen so far in Leon's campaign and the Yavo have been in Chris and
I'm just
Jake's.
gonna say Javo.
Javo?
You say it incorrectly.
Nice. I'm glad that you of all people are in it.
Javo genocide.
Shout out to Ray Narvaez
Yeah.
and Javos. I prefer them alive. Kill the bad guy. Save the girl. That's a level-specific achievement. I think it's in Leon's campaign, but I'm not sure. I know there's one part where there's like a boss and there's